Hey guys, welcome back. So today we got a 2017 Hyundai Tucson 2-liter. The complaint is check engine light. Right now I'm done with my scanning, and we got a camshaft crankshaft correlation intake P0016. So let me try to start this car. If it does start, so it starts no problem. So what we can do next is just go to our data. And we'll check our degrees positions. Okay, so we got our intake, actual, desired. Alright, the exhaust, intake. Right now our exhaust is 19 compared to what the computer wants at 20. Our intake at 27, 28, the desired is 27. So we'll just see if there's some changes on this one, if I'm just gonna play around with the throttle. Okay, there's some changes there, and that's about it. And let's try and put this in drive. No crazy thing. Let me just go to our duty cycle, come facer, graph again. Let's see if there's something going on. Nothing is going on here. Right now this one is not changing, so no changes in our data here. Or unless it went to the default mode, because we have a code. Now I hook up our scope, and I hope I have a known good for a pattern for the cam and crank, especially on the intake side. If not, we're gonna go to our service information. Usually Hyundai's always give us that known good patterns for the cam and crank. Okay, so right now our blue trace is our crank, red is our intake, and the green is our exhaust. So right now, here's what we got right now. So let me just stop this. Now we can see clearly that our red trace, that's our intake, that's from 5 volts, 4.7 to almost ground, so which is good. Our green trace, exhaust, that's 4.8, almost on the same on the red one, until almost 0, so which is good. So what do we have right now? Because we know that when we saw the data, it didn't do anything at all. So this is our data right now, our crankshaft, this signal, and this is our intake. Intake, the red, green is the exhaust. So we're gonna check if I have a known good on this one. Let me just save this. Alright, so I just went to our service information. It doesn't really help us all. So this guy here, they're showing how it looks like on cam and exhaust, and this is how it looks like when they said if it's idling. So if I'm just gonna go to our DTC on P0016, it doesn't say that what's the spec. I didn't expect that. I went to my library too if I can find something there, but I don't have a known good. So it's showing here that at the falling edge on my cam intake, it will line up more or less on here before the spacing of the crank. So that's gonna be maybe 5, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then space 5. And then if we look to our capture here, the red one, because that's what we have a code for the intake. So more or less we got before the space. This one, I don't know if that lines up properly. Let me just move this up. Okay, so it didn't line up properly. There's just a little bit of gap there, but I don't know if that will make something in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 in related to our crank. On our known good, as per the service information, from here on the falling edge, was that falling edge? No, that was not falling edge. Oh, this is the falling edge. Sorry, this is the falling edge here. This guy here. Was it falling edge? Yeah, that's the falling edge. Okay, so the falling edge should be 5. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 falling edge, right? And on our known good, as per the service information, I don't know if this is a known good. It says here falling edge here. I'm just using my what do you call that? My hands. Or you know what? Let me grab a card. Okay, so I'm just gonna use my card here. Okay, so that's line up there. So it says there 1. You know, can I go like this or no? Okay, that's good. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 space. And on our capture from our waveform here, this guy here, let me move my degrees. Falling edge before the spacing of the crank. This guy here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 something, and then here was 5. Right? Let me do that again. Falling edge to the crank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I don't know if this is a known good, but definitely if this is the known good compared to our capture, it's off, right? Hey guys, so we're now in the parking lot. I found a I think it's 2018, but it's a 2-liter engine for a Tucson. So we have for sure a known good now. Now we can compare it with our old one or our problem vehicle. Same thing, the blue is the crank, red is the intake cam, and the green is the exhaust. So let me just stop this and let me shut off the vehicle. So what we're looking for now is, the last time was the red one, the falling edge. So on this guy, so as you can see, there's some spike on too. There's some spike, so I guess that's normal. Okay. Now I'm just gonna put the rulers there, so it's gonna be easier for us. So that's the falling edge of the cam, as you can see there, and you can see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then space, right? Let's count again. And the falling edge of the cam intake, and then we count the teeth of the crank. 1, 2, 3, 4, space. So now I'm gonna open that problem car we have. Okay, this one. Let me move this guy here. Put this on there. Now we can count again. Oh no, this is not the one. I always mistake. So this is our falling edge here. Falling edge. So we count again. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 space. So 3 teeth compared to our other one. Okay. Oh man. Oh, it crashed. So you know what, let me start again. Let me start the car. Come on. Ooh. Let me just capture some data. Stop this. Move this guy here, the green, the red, and then we're interested on the falling edge. This guy here. Let me grab our rulers again just to line up so we can count easily. Falling edge 1, 2, 3, 4 space, right? Go back to our problem car. Falling edge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 space. So it's misaligned. It's 100% sure now. So I'm just gonna tell the tech, I guess, to redo the timing or check the timing system, and that's about it. Hey guys, so back with this Tucson. The other tech realigned the timing system, and he told me that there's no more check engine light, so we're just gonna verify it. Let's first scan for codes. And when he showed me that there's 2 teeth from the intake cam was misaligned or not on the right position, so we have codes here. So now we're just gonna check our data. And we're just gonna go straight to our cam actual undesired. Okay, intake, desired, actual, exhaust. So I'm gonna start the vehicle. So as you can see here right now, those numbers changes. Unlike before, it was just staying at, I think, 27, right? I think it was on default because the system knows that there was a fault on the timing system. And I can hear some noises too. I don't know what's that. So I'm just gonna try to apply some throttle in here. Okay, you can see here when our exhaust changes, which is good. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that video on finding fault on the timing system Tucson without disassembling it, right? Or just comparing the good known, especially if you have a good known waveform, you can compare it, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Thank you for watching.